Hello, friend. We are back again. Let me just adjust myself. Yes, be presentable for YouTube. Okay, hello, friend. Welcome again. This week, another episode. Yes, we are here. We are doing this, and today I'm taking it personally. I'm getting into your personal business. So, what are we talking about? My favorite subject, budgeting. My favorite subject. Did I mention? Yeah, it is. I love budgeting. I think budgeting is important, especially for a person like me who sometimes I would if I don't have a budget, I would just be spending out there like there's no tomorrow and don't know what's going on with my life when I'm like paying off a lot of that. Yeah. So thank God I kind of realized I was that person long time ago. So I learned budgeting was important at an early stage in my life, and I am grateful for that. Who do I thank for that? My mom as well. My mom was a crazy budgeter. When we lived in Haiti, she don't even know what the envelope system is, but she had an envelope system. And I remember when I would go to school, she would take out the money from the envelope and she's like, yeah, that's your school money for the week. So here is for the whole week, and you make sure that you don't ask me for anything before the week is over. And I was like, bet. Yeah, I went to school, did my thing, made sure that I was really disciplined in that area. I never really asked for more money. Actually, sometimes I would have extra money. One thing, you hear it a lot, I'm gonna repeat it to you. It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Some people are out there making like $200,000 and they are not keeping anything. Some people out there who are making $60,000, they're not keeping anything. And some people out here who are making $50,000 and they know how to budget their life and they know how to make their money kind of work for them. And this is what budgeting equipped you with. It shows you where your money is going. And for anybody, I remember somebody told me like, you'll see once you start having bills and you start paying all these things, you won't have time for budgeting. And I thought that was the craziest thing ever. Yeah, I thought that was really crazy, because think about it. Company have budget, everything have budget. How come you have a human being who's doing so much? You're spending, you're making money, you're doing all these things. How come you as a human being think you could just live your life like this? If you think you do, America will show you what the result of that is. Yeah, they will play no game with you. They will show you what can happen. So it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. So what are we gonna do about it? We're gonna create a livable budget. It's the basic way to make your money work for you. Yes, you hear people say investing is a form of making your money work for you, but having a budget is a way as well to make your money work for you, because you see exactly how much you're spending, where is it going through, and you know how to plan yourself better with a budget. So I know it can be scary, so we could start small. We could start easily. You don't need a whole complicated way. You could start with the 50, 30, 20% budget. What is the 50, 30, and 20%? 50% represent your need, which is your housing, your food, your car, expenses related to your work, and debt payment. And what are your wants? Your want is your vacation, entertainment, clothing, and eating out. What are your saving and investment? Your emergency fund, savings towards your retirement, and extra towards your debt. So this is the easiest way you could start a budget. And once you get comfortable, you can get a little complicated and you could go to a zero-based budget. And so I have a template for a zero-based budget. All of these links are shared on my website, trulyludi.com. And also I put them in the description below for you to check out as well. So what is important with a budget? The first thing you have to, when you're thinking about creating a budget, I know I just explained what's the easiest way to create a budget. The first thing is actually not taking a pen and paper or a spreadsheet or downloading an app and create a budget. The first thing is to realize, what is your goal? What is it that you want to accomplish? Where do you want to see yourself financially? That is the real question here. And take a piece of paper and write that down. And from there, when you understand what your goal is, you work towards that. So first thing first, you take control of how much you make. When I say take control, meaning take a close look on how much you make. And it's not your gross income, it is it's your income after tax, basically. So how much do you come home with monthly? You add that up and see, okay, this is how much I make. And then you check out your expenses. You add up what is your monthly expense, and you add everything up to your housing, different categories in your life that you're spending money. You add everything up. And then now you know how much you make. Now you know how much your expenses are. You're gonna go then and create a realistic budget. There's different ways for you to create a budget. There's budget sheet online, and there is spreadsheet online, and there's different apps. Like there's a load of apps that you create a budget with. And you create a realistic budget. By realistic, mean mathematically realistic. 1 + 1 = 2. We're not creating a budget where our expense is that way and our income is that way, and it's just like, where is the balance? How are we going to pay off the extra? And you monitor how much you spend. You stop any leak within your budget. Leaks are basically money that are going somewhere, like that you're basically throwing money away, and you're not even seeing it until you create a budget and you're like, wow, I didn't know I spent that much on alcohol. Yeah, you never know. And you arrange and rearrange. You look every month. You look at how you're doing with your budget. You look how far you come and where you are right now and what needs to be changed. It's never a set in stone. Everything is malleable and able, for you to live your best life. And like I say, with everything that you're doing, consistency is key. Consistency is key in every part of life, and also is key when creating a budget. That's why in my other episode I talked about time management, because you need to allocate sometimes within your week to work on your budget so you can be consistent on a monthly basis. And another important thing, always be compassionate with yourself. And yes, sometimes you're gonna go over budget. Please, I go over budget a lot of time than I should. And I'm compassionate with myself. I said, hey, this is what I did wrong here, or this is what I did, and this is how I'm going to fix it. And I forgive myself for doing this. And now that we know better, we're gonna work towards being better. And sometimes you might need more money towards something than you expect, because if you budget $40 for entertainment, and you realize your entertainment costs $60, it's okay. Maybe you won't be doing it every month, man. Every now and then you're like, okay, here's my $60 entertainment, and it's okay. Talk to yourself as if you were talking to your best friend, and be compassionate. And always remember, awareness and action are important. Now that you're aware, you're taking action towards what is truly important to you. And again, you need a planner. I have a planner on Amazon, so you can get the planner and plan your budget, plan your life, have your goal written. It's never too late. Yes, it's not too late for you to get that planner. And again, thank you for watching. Remember, always stay truly you. See you next time.